This video blog, I'm here at the Royal Society, where on Wednesday evening Simon Sharma delivered the Balfour Centenary lecture that was live streamed across the country. And if you missed it, you can watch it still on balfour100.com, where you can see other great content from this important week of the Balfour Centenary. This is really the culmination of a two-year campaign. We were up in Manchester for a very successful event in front of 400 people on Tuesday. We had the Balfour Centenary lecture, as I say, on Wednesday. And then on Thursday was the main political and diplomatic event hosted by Lord Rothschild and attended by two prime ministers. But this has been a really interesting week because while we've been celebrating the Balfour Centenary and what it led to in the establishment of the State of Israel, in the sporting environment, where I, of course, spent a number of years of my career, we've had, I think, both the good and the bad of the way that Israel is treated in the international sporting environment. Firstly, the long-running story of the Palestinian attempt to throw Israel out of FIFA. I am delighted that last week the FIFA Council finally showed a red card to the Palestinian attempts to throw Israel out of FIFA. The FIFA Council decided once and for all that the attempt had failed and that this was not an appropriate matter for FIFA to deal with. And I am personally very grateful, and I'd like to thank those right-thinking members of the FIFA Council that we spoke to and who considered that actually football is all about the game, it's not about international politics, and this was entirely the right decision. But on the other side, we saw the shameful experience of the Israeli judo team participating in the World Judo Championships in Abu Dhabi. Firstly, they were not allowed to wear the Israeli flag on their uniforms, and then, even worse, when they won their medals, the hosts in the United Arab Emirates refused to allow the Israeli flag to be flown and refused to play the anthem. I'm sure everybody who's seen it will see the very poignant clip of the Israeli judoka singing the Hatikva to himself whilst the neutral anthem of the International Judo Federation was being played. This sort of discrimination has no place in international sport, and that's why this week we have called upon the Emirate of the United Arab Emirates and Abu Dhabi to be banned from hosting any further sporting events until they agree that they will recognise the anthem, the rights and the flag of all participating athletes in their event. And if the International Judo Federation will not take those steps to reprimand the hosts in Abu Dhabi, then the IOC, the International Olympic Committee, should ban the International Judo Federation for as long as it tolerates awarding tournaments to countries that discriminate against athletes from the Jewish state. In this week in which we have celebrated the Balfour Centenary, the first step that was taken along the road to the establishment of the State of Israel, let us redouble our efforts to make sure that in the sporting environment and in culture and retail and all across the world, that there is fair treatment of Israel and the Jewish people.